everybody. How are you? You know who we are by now. This is Brown Sugar Confessions.
Hey.
Coming live to you every Wednesday night at 11 o'clock on Power 1017. I am Doc Val, and we have these amazing, beautiful co-hosts that are next to me. We're missing Treese again. We love and miss you, but we'll see you next week. And we're going to move right into talking to these beautiful co-hosts. You see to my left or right, depending on where you're looking, Cece is back with us. Say hello, Miss Cece.
Bonjour. Hello. Hola.
Hola. We have always the impeccable, beautiful KD.
Hey, guys.
And the most effervescent and beautiful Miss T.
So effervescent. so effervescent.
She is. She just glows. We are still in Honduras, and we're having the absolute best time. But I get so excited, because we're all in the same space.
Yes.
And yes, I know what you're thinking. We all had our COVID test, and we're all negative. And we all get tested again tomorrow.
And tested. And testing.
Yeah, viewers out there are thinking
Very
that.
responsible bonding.
We are very responsible. So we're coming from all over to get together, to bond and to produce the show in Honduras. And it's absolutely been a lot of fun. So let's just jump right into tonight's show. I'm super excited by it. We are actually going to piggyback a little bit from last week's show. Mm-hmm. But this time we're going to focus on what men really want from us ladies. Mm. So men, if you're hearing this, and I know a lot of you watch the show, send us an email at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com and let us know if the top 10 things you're looking for in a wife we read off tonight. I'm pretty excited by this show.
Very, very exciting. Everyone needs to know this.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we're going to piggyback again and talk about our future show, which is like
how many piggybacks
epic.
are we doing?
I know, but I get excited. I can't help myself, Miss T.
One piggyback per show.
Okay, one piggyback per show. She knows I get super
She
excited.
gets super excited. Next thing you know, we're off into the grand universe. She's going to have us broadcasting from space. If she has her way.
Oh, yes,
the
absolutely. The metaverse.
The metaverse.
Yes, I will definitely have us in the metaverse.
Don't be surprised if you see Brown Sugar Confessions on a satellite going by. I'm just saying, I'm putting it out there.
We're doing hot girl things. We're going to set some things. All right. So let's jump into tonight's show. So what's going on in the world, Miss T?
So are you guys familiar with the Real Housewives of New Jersey?
Yep.
Yes.
So one of the housewives, Jennifer Aiden, I hope that's how you pronounce it, Aiden, she was with her husband Bill, who I guess is a surgeon, plastic surgeon.
Yeah.
They've been together for however long, but apparently one of their kids was having a party for them, kind of like a vow rebonding, look, we're all still together. Yeah, that.
A vow renewal, yeah.
And one of the other housewives, this article is on, but one of the other housewives put it out on TikTok about the husband cheating 10 years ago.
Ooh.
The wife had known, didn't say anything about it. She just kind of kept it to herself, but apparently their youngest kid found out.
Wow. Their youngest kid found out on TikTok?
Yeah.
On TikTok, that is not how you want to find something like that out about your parents.
But
Poor kid.
But they said that the kid was out defending them in the comments. And she was defending them that's not my mom and dad. They're good people, this, that, and the other. So she said it broke her heart when she had to tell her to take the comment down because it was actually true.
Oh,
so
really?
So then they had to go and explain it to all the kids. About what happened, because it's out on social media now. Eventually, if they didn't know before, they definitely know now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You have to know that if something is on social media, your kids can see it too. They will probably find it faster than anyone else will.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you're going to try to keep a secret, don't put it on social media.
Please.
None of the
don't put it on
platforms.
Wait a
social
minute.
media.
Like, that's kind of the consequence of being in the spotlight.
What's that?
Like, your dirty laundry is going to be aired.
Yeah.
That's inevitable. So if you're not prepared for that, it's like there's no such thing as bad press. These people on these shows, they don't care that it's dirty laundry. They just enjoy their time in
entertainment.
it just makes more people want to watch.
Right.
Right, but these are still human beings with human children that have human feelings, you know? So
Absolutely.
you got to make sure I don't know how because I've never had to live that life, but there's got to be a way, or you got to find a way to try to protect your children as much as possible, or just have them prepared.
Just have them
I don't
Have
think
them
it's
prepared.
right, but I just think it's a consequence,
It's a consequence,
of living
right.
that
Yeah.
lifestyle.
Yeah.
I recall hearing Kim Kardashian, she was on a show a couple weeks ago, or maybe a couple of months, I can't remember, where she was talking about her tape. And they were asking her, is she going to tell her kids, or would she when it comes out?
The sex tape?
The sex tape, yeah. Will she tell her kids?
Kids already found that sex tape.
So it's probably, right? Kanye gonna give it to him, but we're gonna keep on moving because that's getting ugly. But we're gonna keep going. But she said that she would tell them because it's going to come out. They're gonna know about it sooner or later.
Yeah.
It's not a matter of if, it's
It's
a
a matter of when. So she's going to be honest and tell them about it. Age appropriately when it's time, which makes sense because you're right. If you're living this life and stuff comes out, you got to prepare your kids for it.
Yeah.
And not shock them.
Own your stuff.
Right. But
Yeah.
have you guys been reading the Kanye and Kim saga?
Man,
It's getting really nasty.
It's getting
yeah.
nasty. I know we're not going to talk about it, but I just want to. It is getting nasty.
Not surprised. I'm
That
not
was
surprised at
inevitable,
all.
too.
But we
Yeah.
talked about that when they first put up that this is not going to be an amicable, nice, quiet.
I don't know why
divorce.
anyone thought it was. Like, they tried it.
Yeah.
They tried to make
Let's
it look like
be
it
all
was.
amicable and good terms and show how to co-parent and
Yeah, all right.
co-divorce. No, Kanye.
First off, y'all know how I feel about Kanye and mental health, and knowing people like that, they can be this way one day, and then
Right.
another day you get a whole different person with a whole different attitude about things like that.
Right.
So I'm not shocked.
Yeah, I'm not shocked.
I was expecting this, honestly.
I absolutely, I am not shocked at all. So, I'm going to keep my eyes and ears on that because that's just some good stuff. Not say it's not good, but that's just an interesting thing to look at, that these two figures are so large and this divorce is just going to get so nasty. But honestly, because I just don't want to see anybody break up, I really hope they find a way to reconcile for their family. But that's just me. I manifest, I'm putting to universe. I'm just gonna keep it moving. Y'all looking at me like I got 5 heads.
You're
I
gonna
know.
put that into the
I don't know.
I
know. I mean,
I do. I'm
Before
saying it.
space?
I said it. Because
I hope that they both just find some peace.
Yeah.
And don't hurt their children in this process.
Absolutely.
I mean,
Absolutely.
we're all adults.
And
You can be kind.
exactly.
Be kind to each other, Kim and Kanye.
Yes. I know
For
you're
your
listening.
babies.
I know
Be
you're
kind.
listening. So be kind to each other. And speaking of kindness, Cece, that is the perfect segue into tonight's show. Tonight's show, as I mentioned, is going to piggyback off of what we did last week when we spoke about what women want from their husbands. And tonight, it's going to be about what men want in getting a wife, what qualities they're looking for. So it's a little different. So if you're a female out there, because this survey was done on females and males, but I do think that we need to find some studies on other types of genders and sexual preferences. We want to make sure that we're very inclusive in that. But for tonight, this is just going to be about males and females. So, the one thing that we spoke about last week is communication.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
And, the survey spoke about, with COVID especially, we're not communicating. Everything is Zoomed, everything is FaceTime. People are not really connecting in the real world anymore.
Right.
So they said that they reached out to 100 men and came up with the top 10 things that they want. So I'm going to read them off to you. And if you're listening out there, guys, send us your emails, like I mentioned, to Brown Sugar Confessions, and let us know if these 10 things are what you're looking for in a female. And if they're not, then send us like what you're looking for. We might read it on the air next week. So I think this is quite interesting because I was like, ooh, these guys got very specific. All right, number 1, a kind heart.
Oh, how sweet is that?
I almost feel like that should be standard, but you know, not everybody is kind.
Not
That's
everybody.
Not everyone's kind.
That's
Some
really
people
lovely.
like.
Not everybody's kind, but I think if you're going to get in a relationship with somebody, hopefully you figure that out before you marry them.
Exactly, but they're looking for someone with a kind heart. Someone that's thoughtful, loving, and caring, and that when she smiles at him, he's going to smile back and he can feel her love. That is sweet.
Yeah, that's sweet.
That is sweet.
That is
Okay,
sweet.
that's
I
very
mean,
sweet.
that's sweet, right?
Yeah.
I love that.
And I think men really do want
I
a
want that
kind,
too.
gentle woman. Because we want a kind, you are what you reflect,
Not,
right?
yeah, I don't want
You
a
reflect,
pushover.
right. No,
But
not a pushover.
Right.
Definitely kind of.
But he has to have a kind,
Sensitive.
gentle
Yeah,
heart, I
yeah.
think. So that made sense. Okay. Understanding and empathy.
I feel like
Empathy.
that should go under number 1.
You know, I like that.
I think I like the kindness first, but
Yeah.
yeah, no, I
They're both
agree.
important.
These are all very vague.
Yeah,
What else
those
we
are very
got?
similar.
Yeah,
what else
they
we got?
are, but you know, we gotta go through the list because that's
Those
like
are
1
nice.
and 2.
Those
but
are
it's
really nice qualities to have.
Yeah, it's like being supportive, being compassionate, being, you know, part of a successful couple together. Because that's also, I think, something men are looking for, is they want that power couple.
Mm-hmm.
I think definitely
Oh, yeah.
with today's presidents,
Dudes love the power.
yeah,
couple.
there's so many good examples of power couples. And I think a lot of men actually are wanting a female they can have that power couple dynamic with.
Right, right.
That's my belief. I could be wrong. Y'all tell me if I am, but that's what I think anyway.
You got me on that one.
I think so.
If you subscribe on YouTube, you can comment, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
want to hear. What are your thoughts
Please,
on it?
we'd love to hear what you guys think.
Yeah, absolutely. The next one, ambition.
Interesting. I like that.
I like that. I don't believe it
No.
always.
No, no.
Why not?
But
No.
I like that. I
Yeah.
like
Why
it.
not?
Well, I think that, you know, maybe until the children come, you know, and then he might want her home taking care of the kids. I don't want my kids in daycare. Can you sacrifice your career basically while I go out there and
Right.
take care of the family? I hear that more than none, you know. So I'm not, you know, this is what you guys want. I hear you, but that's the one that I think when I read, I'm like, ooh, I kind of question that because once the ring comes on and the babies start making,
Right.
then they're like, well, maybe you should stay home with the kids now.
See, that might be part of it, though.
And that's also assuming the couple wants kids.
And that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But that might be part of it because now they've conquered you.
They got
Now
that.
that they got that ambitious person, now they know that they've tamed the ambitious beast. I don't know.
Yeah, and it did make sense because you know the ambitious woman has, you know, she's career minded. She's a good leader. You know, she has goals and objectives. So is it the mindset of a career woman they're looking for, or I'm sorry, of an ambitious woman they're looking for, or just a woman that's just very ambitious in her career, or is it the mindset of that ambitious?
I think
woman?
they want the mindset.
Yeah,
honestly,
I think so.
They want the mindset because what they think of, I believe, is the opposite. Being someone who's lazy, someone who's going to just sit around on a couch and eat bonbons and take their money.
Right. They want the partnership.
Yeah, they
Right.
want the partnership, but then they don't. It's a very weird balance. And I mean, of course, I think every guy obviously is different. But if we're talking on a generalized level, yeah, I think,
I think you really need to make sure that you have matching values
yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
before you tie the knot.
Or at least you compliment
or
each other.
you know, that comes down to communication again. You know,
Yeah.
being a very important quality in all relationships.
Absolutely. Values, attitudes, and beliefs. You know, that's not on this list. That's just my homemade list. But I do think that couples really have to, when you're dating, you really need to understand each other's values, attitudes, and beliefs to have a really successful long-term marriage.
Yeah.
Because without that, you're going to get, stuff like, you're going to get separation, divorce, and all that other stuff that goes with it. Mm-hmm. So, and people are probably like, what does that mean? We'll talk about that later when I mention values, attitudes, and beliefs when it comes to relationship dynamics. All right, let's move on. So the next one they talked about is consistency.
In what?
Yeah, consistency. And that they want someone that is consistent and authentic throughout the dating process. So like, when you're dating someone, you put that best foot forward.
Right.
And then you get a ring on it, and then that person changes.
Yeah.
So they're saying,
That
as you
makes
present
sense.
yourself on the first date, be that person throughout the marriage, throughout the relationship.
So I gotta be in interview form the entire
50
marriage?
years.
Oh no.
No, you
Absolutely
just need
not.
to be who you are,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that person will love you.
Absolutely.
Let's hope
Yeah.
that person loves you.
Well,
Everybody's gonna love
that's
you,
what
Miss T.
that's
I
what
don't know
you.
that. I
That's
heard I'm a
where
piece of work.
finding the match.
Well, you are a piece of work, that's for sure, but you're a lovable piece of work.
Absolutely. And that's part of finding your match.
Yeah, that's really true.
Yeah.
So I think that does make sense. They have this thing, I saw it on TikTok, where these ladies go into these huge transformations on makeup.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm not gonna lie, some of these transformations
Oh yeah.
are ridiculous.
Holy moly.
I mean, you might be going to, you going to bed with Beyonce and waking up with someone from Mars. You'd be like, what happened? You see? I saw this
Yeah.
one lady, I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way makeup can do this to you.
I've seen that some men who will dress up as women and they do it and they add the tape, cover the tape up, and it looks like an entirely different person.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So I
This is
can
what spies do. I think they're all spies.
I-
They're assassins.
Are you going there, Miss T?
I got to. There is no way,
Masters of
especially with the
disguise.
amount of time that has to happen in order for you to look like a completely different person makeup wise.
Right.
Who's getting paid to stand around for hours and just do makeup on themselves?
Yeah.
Assassins, that's who.
Okay. And this is coming from the woman that likes, what's that name of that?
Which one?
That, I'm trying to think that what you mentioned in one of the shows.
Oh, DFI?
Yes.
Just the greatest hentai
Yes,
moment
DFI.
ever.
If you don't know what that is, go to episode 1 and you'll hear Miss T talking about DFI, because you're probably like, what is
Yeah,
that?
because we can't say the full name on
Yes,
You can't say
but
it.
we can just say, what is it? We can say eggplant.
Eggplant
Fantasy-
Fight Island.
Yeah, Eggplant Fight Island. All right, and look up the rest yourself. I was like, coming from a woman that loves that kind of porn.
Listen, the assassins are out here. If they're turning into a completely different person, just run. Grab your passport and go.
Nothing that she says surprises us anymore.
Advice from Miss T.
Yes, please. All right, so
Just run, people.
Just run.
Yeah.
If you're dating an assassin,
Run. Don't try to get involved.
yeah,
not worth
you
it.
can't change them.
Right.
Can't
That's it.
change them. They belong to the streets.
Yeah. Gangsta.
She is. So here's the next one, number 5. Someone who puts in the effort. Mm-hmm. Now, is that also goes in consistency, I think,
It
as
does.
well.
I think there's lots of kind of effort.
Yeah. So what they were speaking of is the effort of looking good.
We can't just be a taker. There's lots of kinds of effort.
Yeah.
There's
Right.
effort of putting yourself together so you present
Well,
Yeah.
right.
There's effort of keeping a nice home or
Yeah.
doing
Right.
something kind
Make
for
sure
someone.
all your kids are grade A students.
Exactly.
Oh, well, you can't control that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But effort, okay, I can see that. That kind of goes with consistency, being who you present
A lot of these are
in the
blended.
beginning. Yeah, they
This
are
list should
blending.
be
This is
shorter.
true.
Yeah,
This list should be way
it's
shorter.
your guys are just, they were kind of long-winded.
They're very
Okay.
emotional.
Shared values. I talked about values,
Yeah.
attitudes, and beliefs. That is
Yeah.
so important. Let me tell
Very
you,
important. What number was that?
that is number 6, but that should be number 2.
Yeah. Get that one up there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because shared values, it's really important when you're sitting down with your partner and you're doing that work of understanding who they are, you have got to get to the core of their values as an individual. What makes them who they are? How did this present? How did this happen? Their attitudes and their beliefs, to see if they align with yours.
Yes.
If not, you're going to have conflicts.
Yeah.
And then how do you resolve that? Right?
You
got to
can
have
be
that up.
different. I mean,
You can be
can
different.
complement each other.
Absolutely, but you've got to know, this is about knowing your partner. Because, you can't make someone's value change.
No, you have to accept who they are.
You have to accept them,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And when you're trying to force someone to change,
That's
that's
when
when you've got the problem. That's when you've got the conflict. And that's when you're going to have things erupt, and you're not going to have a happy relationship.
Are you rubbed?
Erupt.
Oh,
I heard rubbed.
I heard
too.
rubbed.
Oh, you guys are just got that dirty minds going on right
Just
now.
saying.
I'm
sure you said rubbed.
I didn't say
Maybe
rubbed.
it's you.
No, I did not. I said erupt.
Well, that is another interesting choice of vocabulary.
You fell
Oh,
right into that.
Cece, I did. I should know, my little fairy over here. All right. And you know what, guys? You guys need to narrow your list down because you guys blended it. I'm just going to let you know right now. You guys had the same 3 things over and over again, just in different ways. Physical attraction. You guys went right back to the same thing we spoke about.
This list should have been
The
way
effort.
shorter.
The effort.
Yeah.
So you want a woman that's attractive.
And ditto.
Yes.
Yes.
That goes back and forth.
Exactly.
Take care of yourself, gentlemen.
Yes.
Put in a little effort.
Please and thank you.
Yes, please and thank you.
No wiping your face on your shirt after you eat. Like, that's
Oh.
not sexy.
Not at least
Don't
not
do
on
it.
our brown sugar confession shirts. Please don't.
Not on our
Yes,
shirts.
right?
Yes, our shirts are so cute, by the way. Okay, here we go. Someone who's friendly and social.
So that was number 2.
Yeah, number 2.
Yeah. Repeat
Exactly.
Yes, there. You guys
Saying the
blended
same
this.
thing.
What's number 9 and 10?
You guys actually. Okay.
Okay, that
A
one's
sense
that
of
one.
humor.
That's legit.
That's a good one. You know
We're
what? Because
great at that.
yeah, we are. We're all
That,
great.
that should be way up there too.
That should be way up there.
That should be at least top.
Oh,
five.
you gotta be able
Okay.
to
No,
laugh.
top 3.
You've
It's
got
definitely
to.
top
You've
3.
got to be able to laugh. You got to have
Yeah.
a good sense of
You
humor.
have to.
Yeah.
Because if not, you're gonna be a grumpy old, you know what?
Yeah, you'll be lonely.
Yeah, you'll be
Yeah.
lonely. So, really being able to laugh even at, when times are hard, and keep a sense of humor, I think is really valuable.
Very.
So I get that. All right, guys, we give you that one. And the last one, y'all keep saying the same thing. Love and affection.
Wasn't that already done?
No, they didn't know.
Love and affection.
Love will keep us together.
See. All
Right?
right. Yeah, okay.
That's the most important one. That should be way up there.
That
at the
should be
top.
way up there.
That's at the bottom.
is
That's
love
at the
month.
They said they don't
That
even
should
need
be-
love.
This is
That's
love month.
That's even,
They
that
need
was
consistency.
before they need love and affection.
Oh yeah, they need all those things.
Yeah.
Love and affection
That's
is
a
way at
long
the
list.
bottom.
Yeah,
Gentlemen.
that is. And they repeated themselves a lot. Okay, guys, you could narrow this down to like maybe 6.
Little bit
Yeah.
complaining
Yeah. Can
too.
you-
It was a little whiny. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie.
Dang, Cece.
So they were whining. They were actually whining. All right.
Whiny. Little
So
whiny.
love and affection, you guys also need. Okay, we get
Don't
that.
want me.
Yeah.
Dang.
Just don't want me.
You don't want to.
I'm gonna tell you the truth.
It might hurt your feelings.
A
It
lot.
might.
So that does make sense, which is, it goes without saying that you want love and affection. Okay, we got it. So guys, ladies, if you've heard the list, you could narrow it down to maybe 6 of those things, or maybe even 5, I think.
Comment on YouTube.
Yes.
And tell us what your top
3. Yeah. What's the top 3 for you?
favorite qualities in a significant other would be.
Right. Yep.
All
Yeah.
these are transferable.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
And it can be in any relationship. Like, it doesn't have to be,
Heteronormative.
all different relationships.
Yep,
We're
absolutely.
just curious what you're looking for.
Yep. So put it on brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com and go on YouTube and make a comment.
Hey.
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 And at that point, it sounds like it is time for us to take a short break. So I need another glass of water because it's about out. And I know you guys might be ready for your drinks. Go ahead and fill them back up. come back, make sure you tune right back into. Don't even change the dial. Actually,
No,
most importantly,
stay here.
listen.
Only
Stay
30
here.
seconds.
It's only gone for a few moments,
We'll
so
be quick.
we'll be quick.
Will we?
Yes.
Yeah. So make sure you come back to Power 1017, and we'll see you here on Brown Sugar Confessions in a moment. Everybody, welcome back to Brown Sugar Confessions on Power 1017. Don't forget to subscribe to us, like, follow, and share on our social media handles. We're not on Twitter. That's like the one we're not on. We gotta get on Twitter.
We gotta get on
eventually.
Twitter.
We're on Instagram. We are on YouTube, and you can find us on Facebook as well. Brown Sugar Confessions. You can also email Dr. Val at Valerie@Swan Center. That's SWANN Center.com. If you would like to email us, you can send us your questions directly to brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. So, has any of you guys ever had a parent embarrass you publicly? Like social media, in the stores, supermarkets, anything like that?
I've seen those on
Not
social media all
really.
the time, and I low-key feel bad for the kids.
No, not really. I haven't. My mom didn't.
No. All right. Well, I'm gonna be honest. My mom's good. My mom's notorious for that. So
Oh, really?
there's been multitudes of times where I've posted something on social media, and she'll come under the comments and be like, "Why didn't you call me last night?" Or you know, where are you at? What are you doing? Like, why would you put this on the internet? Like,
Right.
she's notorious for doing stuff like
She
that.
called you out.
Well, it's really interesting to see Seth Rogen. His mother is just like my mother.
Really?
Just like my mother. Except she took it up a whole extra notch because
What happened?
she hops on Twitter and in public says, you know how when you give blood, you get a little badge that says, I gave blood today? Well, there should be one that says, I had great sex today.
I like the ha-ha-ha at the end.
Like literally.
Wait, she's Canadian, right?
I'm not sure. I didn't know
don't
she
know.
was Canadian. No. Is she?
That Canadian sense
I'll
of
have
humor.
to check it.
So it wasn't sure. It was like just right after that, all of his fans hopped on there and was like, how long will it be before Seth Rogen comes in embarrassed saying, Mom, take this down?
Right, exactly.
It took about a day. So he then came in and said, Mom, take this down. And apparently, actually, a couple people came in. They were like, you know, sorry, Seth, that your mom has sex.
Yeah. Now, I will tell you this. I've never had my mom embarrass me, but I know I've embarrassed my son.
Oh no.
I know. I asked him, has he ever heard the show? He says, absolutely not. I don't want to hear about you talking about sex. 40-year-old man, right? I don't want to hear it. I'm 40.
Mm-hmm.
But he don't want to think his mama is going to talk about sex, right?
No.
I don't know how he got in this planet, but it wasn't sex.
He's shy.
Yeah, he's
Sweet.
not. He's sweet. You know, he don't want to think about his mama like that.
No.
And he also knows I dance. I belly dance on the side. That's my hobby. And he's like, I don't want to see you out there shaking it. I don't want to see it.
Oh,
He's
no.
never seen it. right?
Oh, no.
Yeah, never. He has no intention of seeing it. Yes.
Aww.
Yeah, so
he has conservative values.
he is conservative, so I know he's not listening, so I'm not going to call him out, but he's not going to listen no way, so it don't matter if I did. He'll never hear the show.
So we can
But,
talk
yes.
all sorts of crap?
We can talk all sorts of
Now
crap
what?
about
He
it.
gonna mess around and he gonna be like, really, Mom? You
Really,
gotta say like, oh, you do listen to the
You
show.
do listen to the show. I
But
finally
did you
got
like and subscribe?
Exactly.
I bet you he's
Exactly.
But did you
very
like it?
proud.
I hope so. Anyway,
Well,
so
check
go
this
ahead.
out. This isn't the first time she did that. She's
Oh.
a repeat. She's a repeat offender.
I love it. She's like
So
me
she
again.
actually she should be calling into the show. Call into the show. We want to hear more from
Yeah.
you.
Yes.
Talk to us.
So she tweeted previously, falling asleep after sex is like shavasana. How do you say that?
Savasana.
Shavasana. After yoga. To which Seth had to reply, Jesus Christ, Mom. She's also
That's
known
really sweet.
to do multitudes of messages under like, hey, I just got a new phone and text all of my kids on their on public Twitter. And none of them are responding. So she keeps putting messages like that up, and then one of the kids, Seth specifically, has to come in and say, Mom, we saw your text.
Mom knows how to
If
get
my
her
mom is
attention.
listening, yeah, that's exactly what my mom, you know you would.
Yep.
You've done it, actually.
I think I did talk to your mom when you came down here. She wanted to know where your butt was.
Oh, yeah, she
Yeah.
doesn't play. She does not play.
Yeah, and I had to get on the phone. I'm a real person. I'm Val. Nice to meet you, Mom.
Well, we can tell where Seth Rogen gets his great sense of humor from.
Oh,
Yeah,
exactly.
most definitely.
Exactly.
Really awesome.
Absolutely.
That's really awesome. Runs in the genes. So the next hot topic is about a Missouri teacher who in 2019 was arrested and charged for having sexual contact with one of her male students. She had a very interesting way of getting out of this little trouble she had gotten herself into.
How's that?
Yeah.
She married him.
She married a student?
Yeah.
Little nugget
Now,
at
at first you hear this, it sounds really off, right?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, it does, right.
Teacher with student, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So I had to read the article because the headline is Missouri teacher with her student lover who she married to avoid jail and their baby after their affair. But the thing is, she was a 23-year-old high school teacher and the student was 19. So I actually don't think that's that racy.
Yeah,
I really
no.
don't.
They
I mean,
definitely
still
look
in
at it.
inappropriate.
It's still very inappropriate.
Inappropriate.
Yeah.
But,
Very inappropriate.
But I don't
Because-
think that it was worth arresting her or charging her.
Unless she started having sex with him when he was, 17, 18, maybe?
They said 23 and 19, so that's like age of consent.
Yeah, it is.
But
Unless,
that's assuming that the relationship didn't start before he was 19.
exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. Maybe
That's
it
probably when
started
they got
before.
married.
Yeah, that could have been it. But it is a power dynamic when you
Yes.
have a teacher and a student. There's that power exchange going on.
There is.
And that's what gets you in trouble.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not
Very
worth it.
much
So she had his baby. She got
Definitely
married.
inappropriate. They're
Definitely
now married
inappropriate.
and they have a child. They have a little boy, and they're a very good-looking
look
couple.
Yeah, they're very cute.
Very
couple.
Very
cute couple.
good-looking, attractive couple. They seem very happy. So God bless you.
And clearly nobody lost on that.
But
They seem very happy.
Yeah.
So it all worked out in the end.
It
Yeah.
did.
we
so.
don't recommend you dating your students.
Please
don't.
don't.
Please
Probably
don't.
not a
Don't.
good idea.
If they're going to fail the class, just let them fail the class.
Yes, just let them fail the class. Don't be trying to offer extra.
Nah, don't we?
Maybe,
Don't.
extra credits.
Maybe wait
Right.
until they graduate to date the student.
Yeah.
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 That would have been the better plan.
It would have been, but I guess she didn't. and
Some
just-
restraint.
Have
some
some
restraint.
restraint. Yes.
Yes.
You're doing
Facts.
some good segues today. Because
Yeah.
speaking of restraint,
Yeah.
some people don't have any.
Really?
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
some people do not have restraint. And
No
I'm talking
restraint.
about something that maybe is going to hit home to some of you. So I'm going to talk about revenge sex.
Oh.
So I saw this email from this lady that sent it into the chat.
Okay.
And she was, I don't have it in front of me, so I'm going to paraphrase it. But she was talking that her husband had an affair, and she went out and had an affair to get back at him.
Okay.
That's very common.
And was that wrong or was that right? Should she confess that she had this revenge sex to her husband?
She need to confess for.
Right.
Well, she confessed to us in that little email.
Yes,
she
thank
said.
you for
Thank
confessing.
you for the
Thank you
email.
for confessing.
But
Yes.
the other thing is okay, are they
still together? Are they back together? Like, what's the
They're
current
still-
situation?
They're still together, and that's all I know. She's still with him, has never told him. So her question was, should I tell him?
did she get knocked up?
No, she didn't get
She
knocked
didn't
up.
catch his
I mean, at least she
I
didn't.
wouldn't. If
I
I was
think so.
her, I'd hold that little nugget for when he really pissed me off.
And he's going to throw it at
Shove
him.
it right in his face. There you go.
But he did piss her off. I mean, that's why
Yeah.
she wouldn't have revenge sex.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Be passive. Be
Be
passive,
passive
about
with it?
Hold
That's
this,
what you say?
Hold this information.
She said hold that
Hold
throw
that
skip
that
forward.
nugget for a
Yeah,
later
hold that
time.
He started this fight.
Yeah, I thought that was quite interesting. What do you think, Katie?
So my thought is this: if she has to ask us, she's not going to be able to hold it in.
Nah.
No.
She's not going to be able to hold it in.
He already knows.
So
She
she
wants
probably already
confirmation.
knows, right?
She wants
Yeah.
confirmation.
She does. And I know, being a person that I am, if I did it for the purpose of revenge, I'm not going to be able to hold it in. I want to throw it in their face. And
Right.
I'll be busting at the seams, losing my
Maybe
mind
it was secret.
every day.
Maybe
Like,
she just needed mental revenge.
I would literally probably just be sitting there like, and I had sex with someone else.
Right.
Oh, yeah, we were watching TV. I know. So, if she's asking the question and not just like, "Ugh, whatever, I had it and it was fun, you might as well just go ahead and break down and tell them. I'm hoping it's not like 10 years later, because if it's like 10 years later, just keep it
What?
to
Just keep
yourself
to
at this
yourself.
point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, like, don't
If it's-
come out.
if
Just
it's new.
go get some, like, go do some yoga, do some
Go
meditation, see a
contact
therapist.
us, something.
Yeah,
Because
therapy
at this
helps.
point, reopening those wounds, you might end up getting more than you bargained for.
Yeah.
Because if you reopen this up and he actually hasn't been cheating recently, now he's going to, I can't say it will happen, but you could be reopening all sorts of Pandora's boxes by bringing it up. I mean, shoot, he could leave.
I wonder
So-
what the cheating situation was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder too.
Like,
Yeah.
was it a one night stand cheat? Like, out at a boys' weekend and
Like she got
Yeah.
depressed, got drunk,
and they bought him a blowjob at a blowjob bar and
Right.
that type of cheating.
Right.
There's blowjob bars?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait, what?
Where is that at, CC?
Well,
In Canada? They got
that's a whole nother
Oh,
topic.
that's a whole topic. Okay, all right. I was like,
so
what?
Girls trip to Montreal. Got it.
Got it. Yes.
Or was it like an emotional affair
Yeah.
Yeah.
that,
right.
that
Huge
went on
difference.
for some time?
Right.
You know, what kind of cheating was this?
Exactly.
There's
yeah.
a difference.
There is
okay?
a difference. When it's emotional affair, I hear from my clients that the pain of emotional affair is much more devastating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Than a one night stand.
That's
you
just a
you
physical
slipped
kinda
in.
Yeah.
But here's the question I
Stupid
have, right, for
Judgment,
you guys.
maybe.
Is if you're with your partner and you found out they cheated, do you think that it's okay for a woman to have revenge sex? Is it something that's okay? I get why you're angry. And I've had a lot of clients, female clients, that have come to me and have shared that they've done it, to get back at them.
It's
But
not going to make them feel any better.
well, for 10 minutes it might.
Some people, I
Maybe.
guess, it depends on the
Pretend.
But
person.
it also depends on your partner, because you might be thinking you're having revenge sex and your partner could care less.
Could be.
Maybe.
So then who did you get revenge on?
Right. Could be. So,
Well, you're going to be hurting yourself and your partner no matter what.
Yeah.
But sometimes when people are so hurt, they're just in this dark place and they want to strike out. But I really think that's the time to not act.
Yeah.
Actually,
it's calm down.
Calm down first.
you
before
need
make
to
anything.
take a break.
Right. But what amazes me is that for some weird reason, males don't think that a woman, that their partner, would go out and do that.
I don't understand.
I don't understand that.
I don't. Not at all.
I really don't understand that. I
think that was old conditioning.
You think so? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, she's not going to do that
Because she's
Or
used to
maybe
being home,
very
she doesn't know what to
American.
do. I think it could
That's
be
very American
yeah.
too.
Really?
I feel like different, like the French are very different attitude about that. Italians are very
Yeah.
different attitudes about that.
About sleeping around?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meaning what?
Or I just feel like, I mean, when I lived overseas, I knew couples that just didn't bring that type of infidelity into their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It was like, that was just playing, but that didn't change their love between the couple.
Okay, so you mean people are more understanding of that?
Your understanding of urges.
Maybe just more, their love, the way they love each other is just more evolved. I don't know.
That's an interesting way to put it.
Yeah.
You know, I do hear about the French being much more, especially French males, you know, that they're known. I don't know if it's true or not. I've never had a French man or married a French man, so I don't know. But they're more prone to having extramarital affairs, and their partners are okay with it. That's what we Americans hear about you Frenchmen. If you're listening, come on and tell us that we're full of crap, because we could be. We don't know, but that's what we hear about you
don't know.
guys.
We want to hear the story.
Viva la France.
Yeah.
Come on, tell us the story.
Yeah, what do you think there, Miss T? What do you think?
I got nothing on it. I already said everything I could think of.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You're quiet. You don't.
You know,
Yeah,
So
you
wait,
Come
wait.
in here and me
Yes,
respond
you
to all
have
this
been.
stuff.
You have been. I'm just joking with you.
So just to confirm, is that a thumbs up or thumbs down? Do you
Yeah.
think we should, like, is it okay or is it
I already
useless?
said it depends on the partner.
okay.
If she thinks this is going to affect her partner, then yeah, revenge. But if you don't know your partner well enough to figure that out before you do it, then it's pointless. You're not getting revenge on anybody. Just say you got mad and you wanted to go relieve yourself, so you did. That's not revenge sex.
That's not revenge sex.
No.
Oh, okay. I thought that sounds like
what if
revenge
you
sex
sleep with
to
their
me.
best friend?
I mean, is the best friend a part of the whole plan?
I mean, it can be.
Wait a minute. How did we get on sleeping with best friends?
Yeah, that's a whole
That's
other
revenge.
level.
That's a whole nother show. That's a whole nother show.
That's a whole other show, and also that just shows that your friend or relative who's willing to sleep with your partner is just as dirty.
Yeah. I mean, if you're going to
Yeah, that's
sleep
not a very good friend.
with your partner's best friend, you know that relationship is pretty much done.
I've seen that happen to somebody before. Like their marital partner. Yeah, their marital partner ended up sleeping with one of their best friends.
Did they break up?
Now they're still together.
They're still together.
Together.
Wow.
I knew a
Wow.
couple in Canada, and she married this one guy, but she was fooling around with the best man, and then her and the guy ended up getting divorced, and she's still married to the best man now.
Wow.
She ended up marrying the best man, and they're still married.
Wow. I mean, those things, can happen, right? I mean, they do happen.
Yeah.
But, for me, that's
People
like...
make mistakes. Come on.
Yeah.
But does that go back to what we said in the first episode or last week's episode about communication?
Absolutely.
You got to be able
We
to
also
communicate.
need to be able to forgive, because we only live once.
That is
So
true.
you can't hold all that baggage. You gotta
Right.
throw it in the ocean or something.
Exactly.
No, we're not throwing it in the ocean.
So is it that most
I
people...
don't know. Metaphorically.
Most people get divorced then because there's been cheating going on in the relationship, maybe once or maybe even twice. Or is that like the underlying current and there's something greater going on in the relationship?
I completely think that it's something else going on. And I mean, I think if you look at statistics, the number one reason people actually divorce, I think, is financially based.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So cheating is probably not close to number one. It could be a symptom of a problem versus the actual problem in a relationship. Maybe there's a lack of intimacy. Maybe there's a lack of emotional support, as we spoke about earlier. There could be other things that are happening in a relationship that causes, I don't say cause, because sometimes some people just like to cheat.
Right.
They just like the thrill of it. They want to feel like they had sex for the first time with someone from time to time.
It
So
could be their kink.
it could be that.
Like
But
that
it could-
Nymphomaniac movie we watched the other night.
Ooh, that movie
Ooh, we
was
might have
crazy.
to talk about
We
that
need
one
to
day.
talk about
That was deep.
That was deep.
Yeah, that was rough.
But I think that it is. It just, you just never know. It could be so much more involved in relationships that are causing divorce than the cheating itself. That
Right.
might just
So
be
true.
one of the problems of a much bigger bubble, which probably is all centered around lack of communication. I think communication's key.
Yeah.
It is. It's
Very
communication.
true.
It is
Very
absolutely communication. And no matter what, what your preference is, it's irrelevant. What's relevant is being able to have really strong communication with your partner and talk about the most uncomfortable things.
Yeah.
If you can talk about the most uncomfortable things with your partner, then you have a chance to make it.
Yeah.
Because you don't
Yeah.
want to start lying and being inauthentic and walking on eggshells. There's nothing, I hate that in a relationship.
Right.
Walking on eggshells. You guys know what I mean by that, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's so uncomfortable.
Very unhealthy.
It's
Very
very
unhealthy.
unhealthy. It's uncomfortable. People can, if a married couple is around, like if my husband and I are around someone and we feel the energy that they're walking on eggshells, you can feel that.
Oh,
from
yeah,
that
you
person.
can.
Yes, you
Yeah.
can.
No
For
matter
sure.
how hard you try to hide it, people can pick up that energy. Like, oh, what's going on with them tonight? Or they're not feeling
Absolutely.
right. You can feel it.
Yeah.
So
True.
yeah, so walking on eggshells, I think, is something that we also goes back to communication, talking it out, sharing, not being afraid to really share and talk about how you feel.
Right.
That's what I believe.
Right.
And being forgiving of your partners. People are human. Lots of stress going on in the world. We've all been in COVID and thrown into unique situations that we have not had to navigate before. So be kind, people.
Be kind. And you know what, guys? I forgot to mention that, it is post Valentine's Day. So we hope that you guys had
Love
an
month.
amazing Valentine's. I
Valentine's
forgot to
Day.
mention that in the beginning.
Love.
I'm sure that you guys had an amazing Valentine's.
It's Love Month all month long.
All month long.
Yeah.
So celebrate all month long, actually. And, do us a favor. Send us an email on how you celebrated Valentine's Day. And maybe we just might read it on the air next week. We want to hear from you.
Ooh,
So
yes.
send it to us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. Put in there my Valentine's story. That's your hashtag. And let us know how you celebrated. Well, as always, we start talking. Before you know it, our time is up.
Yeah.
I
So
hate
quickly.
that. But you know where we are every Wednesday night at 11 o'clock. And if you miss us on Wednesdays, you know to go to YouTube, like and subscribe, share, talk it up. If you want to come on the show and share and confess something, you know to contact us at brownsugarconfessions@gmail.com. And if you're having any relationship problems, any kind of sexual problems, please reach out to me.
Or questions.
Or questions, yes, thank you. Or questions. Questions are great. Questions
Yeah.
are awesome.
Any questions.
Any questions.
No too big or too
Too
small.
small. Any questions. At Valerie at Gmail. That's wrong. Scratch that. Valerie at swancenter.com. That's where you can reach me at. And we, like I mentioned, we're in Roatan right now. We're heading back to the States in a couple of days. But we've had the absolute best time here.
We had
We've
a blast.
So fun.
It was so much fun. We're going to be doing some more pop-ups in various locations. So please start liking, subscribing, and sharing. Follow us because you never know where we're going to pop up.
Might be your neighborhood.
It just
Might
might
be.
be your neighborhood.
Come
And
say hi if it is.
it absolutely. And Treese will be back on next week. So from us to you, stay safe, play safe, and we'll see you next week on Brown Sugar Confessions. Bye-bye, everybody. My heart's all, I can do like that. I put my